Hi Virginia, my name's Daphne from IELTS Podcast. Thank you for sending in your essays for correction for working on the 9 essay correction pack. You sent lots of questions to Emily, to Candice, and I'm going to be your tutor here on the course. So we will work together every time. Normally your essays will come back within 24 hours. I try to get it back quicker than that because I know you're waiting, but 24 hours would be the maximum that you have to wait for your correction. Now, as Emily explained, we ask you to send one task one, one task two each time. This is just easier for us to send you back both corrections. It's easier for you as well because it means that you're getting your correction, you can work on it, and then the next time you can practice the improvements, practice the corrections. We kind of build step by step each time as we go through the corrections. Well done on your previous IELTS scores. Look amazing, but I can see that you've come to us because you want some guidance on the writing. So let's look at the task 2 first. Some believe employees should stay in the same job for the rest of their lives. Others think they should switch jobs at least once during their career. To what extent do you agree or disagree? And then give reasons. Okay, nowadays many professionals believe that job changing is considered as a benefit for their own career, and I agree with this statement. Okay, watch out here on the grammar. You don't need this. So this is the subject, job changing. That is the subject of your sentence. And then here is your verb, is considered. Okay, so what you've done is you've given me two subjects. It, job changing, it. Yeah, so don't remember not to do that. So many professionals believe that changing job is considered. So I would say um, changing jobs, however frequently, doesn't mean that means you could do it often or not often, doesn't matter. So however frequently, so my corrections I'm going to put in here, suggestions, is considered as a benefit for their own career. Now, okay, their own career, and I completely agree with this statement. All right. Now, living in a dynamic and competitive world, having the same job the rest of your life is not convenient anymore. Okay, interesting. Now, rather than we are living in, because I don't want you to talk about we, I don't want you to talk about, here later on you talk about you. So this is not academic writing. Okay, this is fine when you speak. Also when you're talking about here. Let's deal with these three things together. Okay, so you have to take a step away from your essay. So you need to make this impersonal, make this academic. Although it says, give any examples from your knowledge, it doesn't mean you. It's a kind of, it's a trick, it's a trap. Um, a lot of people do this, but what you have to do is step away. So we'll use your example, but we'll step back. We'll make your example into a general example, not a personal example. Okay, this is more suitable for the academic style, and this is what IELTS are looking for. So let's go back to this. So we're living in a dynamic and competitive world. So I would just say simply in this global dynamic and competitive world, yeah, take out where having the same job position for life, just put for life, is not convenient anymore. Okay, so you could say is no longer either convenient. So not convenient anymore is okay, but I'm just going to expand it a bit. So it's no longer convenient or financially rewarding. Okay. Now, this essay will discuss the key issues of this important debate using examples from profession. So this kind of sentence is very important. This introduces your essay. So you're taking the examiner with you. The examiner's going, okay, what's going to happen? I'm now going to talk about it. So you're guiding. This is to do with the marks for coherence. Coherence and cohesion, which is 25% of your marks. That is the structure of the essay, and I think this is where I can probably help you most, actually. Gaining experience in different fields gives a different, and now we've got different and different in one sentence, so let's not have that. So let's take out that. Gives an alternative, interesting, and varied perspective to approach in. You need the ing after that. To approaching every issue rather than issue that might be encountered. So we're going to go into a passive encountered during during a. Now, rather than life, because you've had your life as well. And remember, you're not going to work till you're 100. So during a professional career. Okay. So I'm just making some suggestions there. This is to do with vocab, partly. Remember, it's a language exam. So here I'm getting in 3 kind of adjectives. That's going to help me there. I'm putting in a passive here, might be encountered. So I'm putting a passive with a modal verb, might be encountered during a professional career rather than your life. Career, because we're talking about jobs, okay? It's not just life. Now, rather than coming into here, I want you to develop this. So this is really important in IELTS, and this is, you don't need to give me lots and lots of ideas, but you need to develop it. So gaining experience in different fields gives an alternative, interesting, varied perspective. Okay, develop this. So what sort of, why? What's going to happen? So why? Why is this good? So you need another sentence here, developing it. And then, okay, so you say another important aspect to consider is the confidence that an employee can. Okay, good. Okay. So develop this. You can say, this is an opportunity to learn new skills and also to gain confidence. So then you're bringing in this idea of confidence. And then you could say, for example, so we don't want this. Yeah. So for example, many pharmacologists who started working in the community hospital then decide to graduate or decide to relocate to a hospital environment which they find more challenging and stimulating. Okay, so listen to that carefully. So I've taken it from you to many pharmacologists decide to move into a hospital environment which they find more challenging and stimulating. Okay. Now, although so here, so this is really lovely, but this is not suitable for IELTS, and maybe this has been the problem before, Virginia, because if you finish off that paragraph, so here if we have the example here, okay, transform your example here, and then in your argument here, you can have 2 things. You can do it this way. You can either say, however, and come into another paragraph. So you go, however, and then you could say, it's a good thing to stay. However, argue it is sometimes okay to stay in a job, you get promotion, you get financial security, for example, and manager status. Or you can go additionally. And you should probably in your essay here do additionally, because at the beginning you've said, I think it's good to move. So your statement was, if we go back up here, I completely agree. So you should really, on the basis of that, have additionally. So additionally, okay, having the opportunity to gain experience and contribute to alternative companies and learn from other professionals in other professionals could be a beneficial, could be beneficial, sorry, financially, as well as in offering mental stimulation. So here you've talked about confidence, and here you're talking about financial benefits and mental stimulation. And then you could go, this is because you're going to explain what happens. Every time you move from company to company, you get more money. Yeah. Every time you meet new people, you're learning different things. So expand. So this is expand. And then you want example. You can make this up from a newspaper or something like that. And then you want therefore. Okay. So it's quite a set way of doing this. So you can use some of this. So a routine, yeah. What those people are missing is that breaking barriers has more benefits than cons. This is too informal. And real life is required to just jump into the unknown. Okay, so you can talk about pushing oneself outside of a traditional comfort zone. Yeah. Okay, so build that paragraph like that, and then you need a conclusion. Okay, so in conclusion, so you've got 4 paragraphs here. In conclusion, I strongly believe that the positive impact on character and personal growth, as well as the possible financial implications, indicate that changing jobs during a career is more beneficial. The positive impact is more beneficial than remaining in one company. Okay, and then you can have your final statement about evolving and growing and learning, that sort of thing. Okay, so 4 paragraphs should be your structure. I really hope this has helped you. I think there's quite a lot to be thinking about here. The structure of the essay, I think, is the most important thing. You've got your ideas. So 2 things to work on for the next time. Number 1, structure, and number 2 is going to be the making sure your vocabulary, the style of the essay is more formal. So step away, keep this more impersonal. Okay, I'll give you a link to some of the essays on our website that you can have a look at that will just guide you on that structure. I think that will help you, Victoria. Sorry, Virginia, I think that will help you. Let's go on to the task 1. I'll put the picture in here so we can see. Okay, the pie chart wants to show, just shows, yeah, indicates, illustrates how crop production shared between several products in France in 2017. Don't use that, namely, yep, okay. The majority share is occupied by cotton. Now, was, so it's past tense because it's 2017. The majority share was occupied by cotton with 34.4 of the total, followed by sugar and wheat at 21. Okay, lovely. While barley represents 18%, yeah, or you could say, instead of that, you could say just over a quarter of the total production. The lowest percentage value is contributed by rice. Okay. Yeah, or you don't have to be quite so precise with, you can say rice and corn at a total less, or at a total of just over 5%. Okay, you don't have to give exact numbers here. I would start this with overall. Okay, overall, so this is your introduction. Then you want 2 more paragraphs. Okay, word count, you want to go to, yeah, word count's fine, but 2 paragraphs. So we don't need that. Too informal. Keep this like a report, very, as you're a scientist, so this should be kind of quite straightforward for you. Think of just facts. I just want facts. So cotton claimed, not really, because it's the production of cotton. Yeah, so the cotton harvest accounted for over 1/3 of the total production in the given year. Okay, so rather than that, and then although very nice, sugar and wheat combined to take 40, really good. This data, it works like a singular. This data indicates that those 3 elements constitute the highest production. Excellent. Those 3 elements combined, just for emphasis, constituted corn and rice. Spelling instead did not. Now, they might be popular, but the harvest was bad. So it's, be careful, don't use popular. Not very successful. Since production, yeah, good. So I would move that there. I would put this one up to here. Okay, so that it's more logical for me to have the larger ones here at the top, and then the small ones at the bottom. Okay, production together did not reach, past tense, not reach even 5% of the total French agriculture output. Okay, very nice. What I like that you're doing very, very nicely here is you're connecting words. So you've got some lovely language going on. You're mixing up the kind of the figures, which is okay. You've got these nice connecting words. So while, whereas. Here you could put in contrast because you're indicating a change. Okay, but that's a nice answer. Well done there. Good. So I'm going to give you some links which I think will help you. But well done, Virginia. Nice to be working with you. Send me your next essays when you can. Totally understand you're working super hard. Thank you.